Welcome back, everybody, to Plymouth North High School's gymnasium for today's intertown matchup between the Plymouth North Eagles and the Panthers of Plymouth South.
You know, Brady, Plymouth South off to a hot start, starting 3-0, while the Eagles still trying to figure things out at 0-2. I'm sure we'll still have a good matchup, though.
Plymouth North with their first junior captain in a long, long time of Troy Chase. Troy Chase is money from the three-point line. Let's see if he can bring it today, and help take down the Panthers.
You know, we're looking for a good matchup today. Not division, but town rivalry. Old rivals, North versus South. Plymouth North basketball has gone off to a rough start, right, Brady?
Yeah, me and Chase were just talking about it, Quinn. So 0-2 is not a hot start for the Eagles, but I'm confident they can turn it around and hopefully put a season together here and make the tournament. As we see the Eagles finishing up their introductions, we will get into game time and tip off very shortly.
The Eagles are coached by Tim Ward. Now, please stand and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
All right, both teams head back to their benches and get ready for tip-off.
The MIAA and the Patriot League in promoting good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting.
I think this is going to be a very good game. There's two full fan sections tonight, and we're going to this afternoon. And I'm ready to watch this game and see who wins.
Yeah, I really don't think you could write this any better. You have two fan sections, both of the holiday spirit. You got a rivalry game. I don't think you could write any better.
No better way to start off Christmas break than a Plymouth North, Plymouth South basketball game.
A little snow would be nice, but I'm not complaining. As the starting lineups both come out.
We see Nelson Tevenen in for tip for North, and number 22, Ben Frechette, the junior, for South.
These two men actually both met on the field on Thanksgiving.
This is true. Nelson wins the tip-off, goes to Danny Kenny, passes out to Troy Chase and Evan Bocci at the tip. North trying to collect, gives to Troy Chase on the outside. He goes up for three. It's good!
Money.
We talked about it earlier. I mean, he is money from the three-point line. He starts it off early.
And that's beautiful ball movement there from North. You can't let Troy Chase get that open.
All right, we see Logan Volkringer going into number 22, Ben Frechette, and they can't make it happen. Evan Bocci brings it up.
We saw big man Nelson Tevenen get the offensive rebound there. Just another clutch play from him. I'm sure we'll see more to come in the game.
Matt Nardone passes into Danny Kenny. Danny Kenny good for two.
Plymouth North taking the 5-0 lead to start.
It's great momentum here. It's exactly what this team needs to help take this game all the way.
And if I'm sure you can hear it, this fan section's right behind them.
Nelson with his first foul of the game.
You know, I don't hate that foul there. Breaks up South's momentum. Maybe North can get a stop, another defensive stop here. Make this a 7-0 game.
Pass it into the backcourt. Nardone playing tight on Logan Volkringer. Pass inside to Marzullo, the captain. Goes up for 2, and it's no good. And defensive rebound by Danny Kenny.
And I just want to point out the rebounding by Plymouth North has been excellent to start.
Bocce patrolling the roads out here. Pass to Nardone. Kicks to Tevenen. Tevenen to the inside. He got fouled. Nope, it's going to be an offensive foul on Nelson Tevenen. Oh, I was wrong. My apologies. Danny Kenny.
You know, you hate to see mistakes like that happen in a game, but it's going to happen. It's going to happen to both sides. So I think for North, you just got to get back on defense, focus on another stop.
South, Logan Volkringer taking the ball up. Trying to drive in, but good defense by Nardone with the foul.
He's going to the line for 2. These free throws are a hard one with the entire Plymouth North fan section right in his eyesight.
They have great real estate to distract the free throw shooter.
And he nails that first one.
I believe that was James Twombly jumping up and down right in front of him. I can't imagine it's easy to make a shot with that.
I would also like to point out Santa Claus has made an appearance in the Plymouth North fan section.
Oh!
Hopefully giving cold to all the South players. And
as South makes both those free throws, Nardone passes it in to Troy Chase. South recovers. Passes in to number 0. He gets fouled on the shot. That is Garen Sibere going to the shot for 2.
it looks like Christmas has come early for the Plymouth North South team. You know, after a 5-0 lead, it's nice to get 2 fouls in a row. Maybe make this a 1-point game.
Beautiful full court press by the Panthers, too.
I mean, that's exactly what they needed to gain these momentum back and get some points, and the free throws are working for them, so got some more. Make this a 5-3 game with that first made shot.
Looks like the North fan section getting a talking to from the Plymouth AD. But still, they're back now. Louder than ever, but South makes the free throw.
They got the ball in cleanly this time. Tevenen passes to Kenny. Kennedy gives it back to Tevenen. Tevenen brings it up. Pass to Troy Chase. Troy Chase dribbles in. Passes out to Kenny. Kenny for a deep 2, and it's good.
Great ball movement right there by the Eagles.
Both of these fan sections are getting very loud as South passes up court, gets it across half. Frechette passes to Al Marzullo, goes up for a deep 3, and it is good from the corner.
And we got a tied ball game. And we're back to where we started, but can North score here to take back the lead?
Bocce to Chase. Chase passes into Tevenen. Tevenen heavily guarded by Frechette. Tries dribbling in, goes up for 2, and he gets blocked.
Number 22, Ben Frechette, bringing the boom to Nelson Tevenen with the block.
An absolute air ball from number 2, Vinny Caffarelli. Tips off Tevenen, goes out of bounds. It's going to be South ball.
You know, back to that block on Tevenen. I've played gym basketball against him many times. That's a hard thing to do. That was a nice play by Ben Frechette as South inbounds the ball.
Tevenen checks out. Number 12, Connor Bell checks in. It's a wide open 3 from Garen Siberi, and beautiful shot, goes right in. South takes the lead by 3. Nardone dribbles around the top of the key, kicks to Danny Kenny in the corner, kicks back out to Nardone. Back to Kenny. Kenny for 3. Misses, a little short. Troy Chase gets fouled below the net, I believe, in the paint.
You know, Brady, you got to think those fouls for Plymouth North kind of messed up their momentum.
All right, in clean pass into Nardone. It gets tipped right back up by South. Another pass in for Kenny.
And Chase, you talk about momentum in this game. It's a 10-2 point streak for South right now. If North can break this up with a 2 or even maybe a 3, that would be. And speaking of a 3, Troy Trace is open, hits the 3.
I'm telling you, Quinn, he does not miss those. You leave him that wide open, that ball is going in.
Troy Chase 2 for 2 from 3-point, and it's fun to watch him play on this beautiful Monday afternoon. We see Al Mazzullo driving in for 2, and it is good. Connor Bell passes into Matt Nardone. Nardone dribbles up. He drives, he kicks out to Danny Kenny. Kenny for 3. It's no good. He's just a bit long, and it's recovered by Al Marzullo. Kicks it to Vinny Caffarelli. Caffarelli, loose ball, and it's going to get passed back and recovered back to Caffarelli. Then to Frechette. Frechette to Marzullo. Marzullo to Frechette. Frechette tries driving, and it looks like it's going to be an offensive foul.
Good job drawing the contact there.
I noticed it last game too. Connor Bell was great at taking that hit, and that was a nice one there. All right. Troy passes into Matt. Matt kicks to Evan. Evan down to Troy. Troy for 3. Oh, so close. 2 for 3 on the day for Troy. We see Vinny Caffarelli bring it up, and it's going to be a 3 attempt for Garen Sibray, and it's no good.
Good rebound by Danny Kenny there.
Bocce to Chase. Chase to Kenny. Kenny to Nardone. Nardone to Chase. Chase for a deep 3. It is good.
This is an impressive performance from Troy Chase here. 3 for 4 on threes. The 3 that he did miss was off balance and defended.
We have a Troy Chase chant coming from the Plymouth North fan section.
Just such a good family here in Plymouth North. Troy Chase's older brother, DJ, graduated a few years ago, was the president of the E-Boyd. Now we see Troy Chase presiding over the basketball court here in Plymouth North.
Both of those brothers making a big name for themselves at this school.
We see a missed free throw attempt from Logan Volkringer, the senior guard.
Looks like the Plymouth North fan section getting a quick warning to stay back.
That's good, though. If you're not getting warnings, you're doing something wrong as a fan section.
Nelson Tevenen and Logan Perry check in. Tevenen with the rebound.
Fan section just get an assist there as they South missed both free throws.
Logan Perry brings it up court. Passes to Bocce. Bocce heavily guarded. Tries getting around. Kicks to Troy Chase. Chase to Tevenen. Tevenen looking inside to Kenny. Kenny kicks out to Bocce. Bocce for 3. It's no good. Kenny on the offensive rebound attempt, and it's going out of bounds. Eagles ball.
Great effort play from Kenny. Doesn't get the offensive rebound, but gets it out on South, draws the foul. Or no, not foul, but
as long as they get the ball, it doesn't really matter how they get it.
If this game leaves you craving more Plymouth North sports, the boys hockey team has a game coming up today at 2.
At Armstrong Arena, right down the street. Tevenen at the 3-point line, trying to make a move. Kicks to Troy Chase. Chase up for a deep 2, and it's no good. It's going to be south ball, out of bounds on the sideline.
That's a bold choice from the Plymouth North fan section to chant "Why so quiet" when there's only a 1-point lead, but I like the confidence, and we'll see how this turns out in the rest of the game. Let's see if South can get a little louder.
Confidence is key in these games, Quinn. This may be home court advantage for North, but it's not really that much of a home game because both teams live in the same town.
I won't be surprised if later in this game both fan sections will start going at each other.
Max Arnold dribbling around the 3-point line. Kicks to Al Marzullo, goes up for 2. It's no good. Offensive rebound for number 0, and it's going to be a jump ball.
What a defensive play there by Nelson Tevenen.
Stuff the shot and draws the jump ball. That is great from Nelson. That's what you love to see.
I could not imagine having to inbound the ball with this whole fan section behind me.
I would be scared.
I'm really not sure what the theme is. We have, Santa Claus in the fan section. Also looks like we have the Easter Bunny. I'm trying to figure it out.
Oh, I believe maybe a Christmas Story reference there.
It could be. Oh, you know what? That's a good thought. And it looks like James Twombly just wants a BB gun for Christmas.
Number 1, Logan Volkringer, bring it up. Passes to Sibery. Sibery goes to Al Marzullo for a 3, and it's going to be no good. It's going to be Eagles ball right under the paint.
And I believe also a foul called on Liam Wells for Plymouth South.
Shane McDonald checks in for Al Marzullo. Kenny passes into Brendan Shaw. Brendan Shaw brings it up, kicks to Nelson Tevenen. Tevenen looking for someone open. Finds Brendan Shaw. Shaw finds Perry, and Perry travels.
Just about a minute to go in this quarter. You do not want to get called for a travel.
That'd be great. A great thing for North if they can come out of this quarter with the lead after being up 5-0 so early.
You see Volkringer bringing the ball up past half court. And pass to Max Arnold. Arnold drives and he loses the ball, but it's off of Danny Kenny and it goes out of bounds. It's going to be south ball.
The defense in the paint for Plymouth North today has been amazing.
It really has, and a key factor that has been Nelson Tevenen and Danny Kenny. Both tall guys who can stop the drive in the paint.
Troy may be putting up threes, but he's also doing his job in the defense as well, which is very much helping the Eagles. With a steal from Danny Kenny. Kenny passes to Logan Perry. Perry to Tevenen. To chase the top of the key, kicks to Perry on the side. Underneath to Tevenen. Tevenen goes up for 2, and he's fouled. It's going to be a 3-point opportunity.
Clutch foul from Nelly right there, and I remember him saying sometime a few months ago in the middle of football station that he just wants to play basketball. That really shows his love for the game. He just wants to play basketball.
For Plymouth North, really the only thing that's been looking to stop them is themselves with the fouls and the travels, but other than that, they've been playing amazing.
Troy Chase getting his first few minutes of sitting in for the day, and Greg Schruner checks in. As Tevenen misses his free throw, South with a quick recovery, down, and offensive rebound, no good. Danny Kenny with the defensive rebound.
And the shot clock is off for the quarter.
If I'm North, just hold the ball for most of the quarter, then take a shot right at the end.
Shaw holding at the top of the key. And it's stolen by South. Number 2, Vinny Caffarelli goes up for 2, and it's good.
Lost a handle on it, but still recovered. As that will take us into the second quarter.
You hate to see that from North. They could have gone in with a 3, maybe 5-point lead. Instead, they're going in with a 1-point lead. I mean, a lead's a lead, nothing to be ashamed about, but could have been better.
During the break, all you really ask for is a lead. When you want to go into that break talking to your team, it's going to be easier for Ward to hype up this team with a lead than it is when they're down.
Even still, you see, even though South is down by 1, they went into the quarter or the break with that clutch 2-point steal, and now they're only down by 1. So maybe Dave Costa, the head coach of South, can get his squad hyped up as well.
There's definitely a momentum shift. You're definitely right on that front, Quinn.
I think an unsung hero of this game has been the Plymouth fan section, leading to 3 missed free throws, and that's just clutch stuff from the Plymouth North students.
Brady, if you are Plymouth South head coach Dave Costa, what are you telling your team in the break?
I'm telling my team that they have a big squad in the court right now, big team, and we just got to work around it and put up as many points as we can. See, we have Connor Bell checking in now as well, so now we have 3 of our 5 men on the court are the big dudes on our team. as we pass into Bocce. Bocce brings it across half court as the fan section for Plymouth North is cheering for the Eagles.
Still loud, still hyped.
You know, I saw during the break the Plymouth North fan section took a seat. However, I have not seen that South fan section sit down yet.
I think it just, Plymouth North has the bigger stands. They have the ability to take a seat. They need to get rested up. South is the away team. They aren't allowed to sit, I think.
We see a foul on South. It's going to be a second one right there after they pass it in. And it's going to be another. First one was on Al Marzullo. That one's on Ben Frechette. Troy Chase ready to pass it in.
Checking in the game for Plymouth South, number 0, Zane Seabury.
Passes into Kenny. Kenny's looking for Bocce. Bocce looking for Chase. He doesn't have him. Finds Tevenen. Tevenen finds Bell. Bell up for 3, and it's good.
The threes have been coming down all day for Plymouth North.
As Coach Ward signals his team to get big. He wants some defense.
I will say, though, from South, they've had many offensive rebounds, and that's just – you see a 3-shot attempt missed.
Rebound by Danny
But offensive
Kenny.
rebounds can make or break a game. Possession is key.
Bocce makes it across half court, finds Chase. Chase up for deep 3. He's going to be wide, but Connor Bell gets the offensive rebound to blow and puts it back up for 2.
As there will be a timeout called by Plymouth South, I believe.
The timeout was called by South, but a timeout affects both teams, and we see North celebrating as the players come back to the bench.
Yeah, you want to call that timeout to try and kill the momentum of Plymouth North.
It's the auto-exposing to that light there. Don't worry about it.
Quinn, were you able to pick up what they were just chanting right there?
No, I was not. I will keep a closer eye on the fan section, though. I mean, I didn't hear what they were saying, but it was very spirited. Spirited, not just Plymouth North spirit, but Christmas spirit. Something magical.
Maybe the theme is holiday. Do you think it's just holiday in general?
No, I think it is Christmas. I think that James Twombly is dressed up as Ralphie from A Christmas Story.
And I believe that is Wade Ruska that is dressed as Santa right there.
That's not the real Santa?
Oh, sorry.
He almost tricked us with that smile.
That makes sense that Wade's Santa. He's got a nice Santa spirit. If I see Wade coming down my chimney tomorrow night, I'm not going to call the cops.
We see the same 5 for the Eagles coming onto the court. We see a Logan Volkringer pass to Sibere. Sibere to Caffarelli. Caffarelli to Arnold. Arnold goes for 3. It's no good. Rebounded by Danny Kenny.
Another rebound from Danny Kenny. Kenny and Devin, they're a clutch duo in the paint defensively for North.
Bocce struggles to make it across half court. He gets there. He's driving. He goes up for 2, and it's blocked by South and rebounded by Max Arnold. Arnold brings it down and gives it to Marzullo. Marzullo back to Arnold. Arnold up for 3, and it's no good as well. It's going to be a offensive rebound for Logan Volkringer. Volkringer finds Caffarelli. Caffarelli up for 3. It's also no good. It's going to be another offensive rebound for Sibere. Sibere goes up for 2. It's going to be no good as well. And Danny Kenny with another rebound.
If you're South right there, you hate to see no points on that play after a clutch defensive play from Zane Tiberi, and North scores. But you see 3 offensive rebounds, and South can still not score.
Nelson Tevenen up for 2 as Logan Volkringer brings it past half court.
At least an 8-point lead for North, the biggest of the day.
What a possession that was.
This is reminding me of the Thanksgiving game. Who was North projected to win the Thanksgiving game, ends up being a close game, and South takes home the victory.
Good full court press here by South.
South was finally able to put some points up on the board after that little dry spout. And we see Coach Ward taking the timeout.
I'm sure both of these coaches have a win at the top of their Christmas list.
A win or a new basketball. Both could be useful. You can use a basketball to practice with your team. But what do you think they're saying at the huddles?
I'm sure
right
they
now,
have plenty of
respectively?
basketballs going.
What do you think North and South are saying respectively in their
I think Coach Ward is telling his team after he took this timeout that they're playing great defense. They're staying big. He's been screaming it from the sidelines. You've seen him. He's got his arms up. He wants them to stay big. And Connor Bell, specifically Danny Kenny, getting the rebounds, staying big, and playing great defense.
Now, what about South? What do you think South's saying in their huddle right now?
South's probably talking about how they need to play better defense. Or actually offense. They're talking about those offensive rebounds. They need to make plays happen.
If you get 3 offensive rebounds in one possession, you need to score there. That's just unacceptable. That's what I'd say if I was Dave Costa talking to my team right now.
The fan section's yelling at us.
I'm sure also for Plymouth North, I'd tell them while they're being aggressive, don't be too aggressive. Those fouls are what almost ruined the first quarter for them.
We see Nardone looking to pass it in, and he finds Tevenen. Tevenen brings it up, gives it to Chase across half court, recovers, gives it to Bell. Bell trying to find someone in the corner, and it's a intercepted pass by Max Arnold. Arnold dumps it to Volkringer, and Volkringer brings it across half court. Gives it to Arnold. Arnold gives it to Volkringer. Volkringer gives it to Marzullo, and he cannot contain the pass, and it goes straight out of bounds. It's going to be Eagles ball.
And there is, once again, that fan section right in his face for that turnover.
Not only did they lead to the turnover, they are letting them know about the turnover. You see a missed pass there, that's just miscommunication, That's going to happen in a game. It's got to be better.
And now the Plymouth South fan section letting North hear it.
Yeah, that's the thing about these intense basketball fan sections. Not only do they try to distract you, they also let you know every single time you make a mistake, and they don't let you forget.
Tevenen just absolutely flattened Vinny Caffarelli. And takes the ball.
There's a steal by number 10, Max Arnold.
Basketball as South makes the layup, shrinking the lead to 4.
Max Arnold took the ball back after the Eagles steal and stole it right back and dumped it to Vinny Caffarelli, and he made the 2.
Kickball violation, South's ball again. They can shrink this down to a 2-point lead.
We're going to see Volkringer looking to pass it in, directing traffic. He passes in to Al Marzullo, who cannot hold on, and it goes straight to the Eagles bench. It's going to be Eagles ball.
Lot of mistakes coming from both teams here.
Nardone passes in to Bocci. Bocci finds Nardone again. Nardone brings it across half court by passing to Tevenen. Tevenen back to Nardone. Nardone thinks about pulling up, chooses not to. Nardone tries driving, goes up for 2, it's no good, and it's going to see a defensive rebound for Al Marzullo for South. And we're going to have a travel on the play for Marzullo. It's going to be Eagles ball.
In this second quarter, we've seen some great defense. We've also seen a lot of fouls. And the Plymouth North fan section is back with the "You Can't Do That" chant after the Plymouth South foul.
Nardone looking to pass it in. Finds Connor Bell. Bell up for 2, no good. And South recovers by Max Arnold. Arnold passes to Volkringer. Volkringer drives, goes up. It's a no basket. It's going to be a foul on the floor, I believe.
I will say, though, South's fan section is being quiet. We could have heard a chant from them right there, but they choose to be silent. And that could be making the difference in this game.
Both of these teams have been going to war for those rebounds.
Brendan Shaw and Danny Kenny checking in for North.
Chase, especially in high school basketball, rebounds are key. You don't have these insane shooters that you see in the NBA, but you have possession, you can score points, and that's win basketball games.
You see a missed 3 attempt from Al Marzullo, recovered by Nelson Tevenen. Tevenen finds Bocci, and he brings it up court. Bocci to Chase. Chase to the top of the key. Trying to get around Volkringer. Tosses to Bocci. Bocci to Tevenen in the corner. Tevenen across to Brendan Shaw. Brendan Shaw for 3. No good, just short. Recovered by Siberry. Siberry passes to Arnold. Arnold brings it across half court. Caffarelli drives. It's going to be a no good 2. Rebound by Danny Kenny.
How many is that at this point?
Too many to count. But the impact is also too large to count. South is only chanting defense, and they're not creative with their chants, whereas North has one of the best fan sections in the state.
If only you were wearing your Oberry Street Elite sweatshirt, kid.
Nelson thought that Troy Chase was going to cut in, and that leads to a turnover for South.
Those turnovers can really change a game. Plymouth South bringing the game closer and closer with each minute.
We saw a lot more scoring in the first quarter than we did the second quarter.
That's for sure, but also, the teams are tired. The second and fourth quarters, or when the teams are more tired, the third quarter you're coming out from halftime, and the first quarter is the start of the game. So I'm sure we'll see more scoring in the third.
Caffarelli to Volkringer. Volkringer trying to get around Chase. Chase playing aggressive defense, and he steps out of bounds. It's going to be Eagles ball.
Plymouth North fan section again letting me hear it that he was out of bounds. I wouldn't be shocked if they get another warning before halftime.
Is there a limit on the amount of warnings they can get? Bocce to Teveden. Teveden drives, puts up two.
Too big.
And that's the first North points in a while, and that's going to be clutch for North. Let's see if they can go into halftime with a lead, preferably bigger than the first quarter.
Volkringer playing at the top of the key. Passes to Marzullo. Marzullo trying to get around Kenny. He pulls up for a deep three. Blocked by Kenny. Dumps it to Brendan Shaw.
Danny Kenny has had some clutch defense with countless rebounds and that block shot right there. South gets the ball back.
And one.
That's a clutch play from Vinny Caffarelli.
He just couldn't get set in time.
The last few minutes of this game has been absolutely electric.
Without a doubt, Chase, I think we've seen some really good basketball being played here. From the North fan section, again, another chance to take points away from South, and they do. But South gets the rebound.
Fouled again, though.
And also South got the rebound off the free throw. We saw that 2 times against their game against Whitman and Hanson a few days ago, where South got a 2-point, missed the free throw, then got the rebound and shot a 3 and scored and led to a 5-point play. And that just can't happen for North.
The fan section pointing at Santa. All they're asking for Christmas is some missed free throws. And they're getting it from Siberry.
I think that's 5 missed free throws on the day for South.
Santa letting Plymouth South hear it.
Santa might be going on the naughty list.
And that's 1 for 2
and that's
from
1
the
for
line
2,
for
but
Siberry.
1 for 2 is not 2 for 2, and 2 for 2 is perfect, and 1 for 2 is not perfect.
It is now a 1-score game.
Chase, pass to Teveden. Teveden on the inside. It's going to be an offensive foul.
Offensive foul there, but there was still beautiful ball movement. Pass to Troy Chase, then Nelson Teveden. Even if he missed the layup, still beautiful ball movement.
Great job from Siberry to draw the contact there.
The refs do not want to let Coach Ward sub.
We heard the Why So Quiet chant already from the Oberry Street Elite, but now it's justified. South has not had a good chant in I'd say 10 minutes.
We see Siberry kicks out to Arnold. Arnold up for 3. It's no good. Rebounded by Bocce. Wow, he got up there.
That's just a good thing to see from Bocce. He's a smaller guy, not as tall as some of the other North players, but he's still getting those rebounds, still making that effort play.
Teveden tries to find Kenny on the inside, and he can't connect. It's going to be South ball. Pass in from Siberry.
That's the second time in the last few minutes Teveden accidentally throwing the ball away.
That could lead to him being subbed out here. He's a good player. He's a really good player. Just some of those mental mistakes can't be made in a close game like this.
You also want to keep your guy as fresh as possible going into the second half.
We see the rebound by Bell. Bell kicks to Bocce. Bocce bringing it across half court. Bell to Bocce. Oh no, it's Brendan Shaw. Shot of Baji. Baji trying to find some help. He finds Shaw. Shaw drives, goes up for 2, no foul on the play.
Great defense there from South as the shot clock is turned off. No point but the foul.
We're going to see Vinny Cafarelli shooting 2.
His first team's 5th. At the line for Plymouth South shooting 2, Vinny Cafarelli.
Some of the fan section back at it. Let's see if some reindeer games can come into play here. South makes the first. Vinny Cafarelli.
Checking in the game for Plymouth North, number 4, Matt Nardoni.
Brendan
that's
Shaw
mean.
checks out. Nardone checks in for the last 22 seconds of the half. Both free throws good this time
That's
from
shocking from
Cafarelli.
South. They made both free throws.
Checking in the game for Plymouth South, number 12, Ben Mario.
We see Ben Barrio checking in for the first time today. Kenny finds Nardone. 20 seconds about left on the clock. Nardone finds Kenny. Kenny passes to Bachi. Bachi inside to Bell. Bell goes up for 2. He misses and
Missed but the foul, and that South fan section let him hear it.
Yeah, that was tough. If North can just score one of these free throws and they get a stop on defense, they can go into halftime with a bigger lead than they went into.
Those are just tough shots to miss.
Hits the first free throw. Yeah, you know, those layups, it's tough, but you also had 2 defenders on him. There's a lot of pressure when it's that open.
And number 5, Rick Spooner.
Spooner checking in for the second time today. Give Danny a few minutes of rest before halftime. Bell 2 for 2 from the free throw line.
Clutch 2 free throws made. And North is back up by 3. Let's see if they can get a nice defensive stop.
South will get the last shot of the half. Let's see if they can make something happen. No.
If I'm Coach Ward, I'm happy with that quarter, though there were a lot of mistakes. Missed passes, not getting rebounds. But generally, going into the halftime with a 3-point lead, a lead's a lead, and that's 2 more points than they had in the first quarter.
I think both coaches have some stuff to talk about during halftime, and we'll see you guys right after this short break. right, welcome back to the gym at Plymouth North High School as we resume the second half of Plymouth North versus Plymouth South for their first matchup of the year for boys varsity basketball. We see them taking the court to warm up. During halftime, we saw both student sections thinking, they were brainstorming what possible chants they could use.
You know, I just heard some nice chirps from South. You know, chirps are different than chants, though. Chirps are based on one student going after one player. Chants are more uniform, and they have more of an impact.
Our student section tonight at Plymouth North, I feel like it's done a pretty decent job of getting the chants going. South, but we've heard two "Why So Quiet" chants.
And I'm genuinely asking, why are they so quiet? They're only down by 3. Both fan sections, it's a rivalry game. Only 3-point difference. Both fan sections should be off the charts right now. And it's only North. North is doing a great job.
You know, Quinn,
USC.
it could actually be they're waiting for Plymouth South to get the lead to start talking. Maybe they won't talk while they're behind.
Maybe, but we'll see. The South also could be tired. They have the worst, location compared to North. North has the nice bleachers. They have more room. South is crowded in there like sardines. Maybe their lungs are too compressed. They can't really, chant as well as North.
I heard Coach Ward talking to the team in the hallway during halftime. He was basically just hyping them up. I only heard a little bit before they went to the locker room, but he was basically just telling them how they're playing a great game so far and need to eliminate the mistakes.
They are. They're playing, minus mistakes, they're playing a fantastic game of basketball. You know, you see some missed passes, you see some missed rebounds, but other than that, they are playing a beautiful game of basketball with great ball movement, great scoring.
I wonder what Santa Wade Ruska will bring to each team coming into the second half.
My guess, he's going to bring some points towards North, and he's probably going to bring some Cole South's way.
We even see some Plymouth North staff here to watch the game. We see Mr. Tossi there in the student section. Not sure why he's in the student section, but I'm sure he's enjoying.
He's a student at heart. And there's going to be a big loud buzzer in 3 seconds.
Good call there, Quinn.
Yeah, we muted it for the fans at home so they don't have to experience. It's really loud. I mean, it's necessary because it can get pretty loud in here with all the people, but it's just a loud buzzer.
All right, so the starting five, the starting five we have coming out for North is 15 Danny Kenny, 25 Nelson Tevenen, 4 Matt Nardone, 10 Troy Chase, 2 Evan Bocci. For South we have 2 Vinny Caffarelli, 22 Ben Frechette, 0 Zaid Garin Sibere, and we see number 1 Logan Volker.
That's some nice defense there from North. We saw that from Nelson again. Nelson just loved the game. Great defense.
And if you hear the call there from Costa, he said move on the ball.
Chase gets passed into to Nardone, to Bocci. They bring it up court. Back to Nardone. Nardone kicks to Kenny. Kenny can't handle it, and it goes out of bounds.
Now, as North loses the ball right there, Chase, what does move on the ball mean?
So what Costa's expecting the team to do is whoever gets the ball, he wants someone on them immediately because you don't want a guy like Troy Chase to be open to shoot his three-pointers.
That's true. Plymouth North has a dangerous shooting team. You got Troy Chase, Danny Kenny, both lethal shooters, Matt Nardone also. Even Nelson can shoot some threes.
Kenny kicks into Bocci after that 2-point play for South, bringing it to a 1-point lead for North. Bocci finds Chase. Chase goes around to the other side. Tries driving, can't find a hole, kicks back to Bocci. Bocci back to Chase. Chase to Nardone. Nardone at the top of the key, kicks to Kenny. We have a reach-in foul on number 0, Garin Sibere.
His second team's first.
First penalty of the second half.
Inbounded here by Danny Kenny.
Kenny to Bocci. Bocci to Chase. Chase up for 3 from the top of the key. It's no good. Kenny with the offensive rebound. Kenny to Nardone. Nardone to Chase. Chase back to Nardone. Back to Chase.
I wish we could get a counter here to show how many rebounds Danny Kenny has right now.
Offensive and defense. He's just been dominating the boards. Shot from Troy Chase is short. Kicks out to Danny Kenny. Just missed, but this is some good, as a hockey commentator say, this is good zone time from North. They just had, I think, 20 or 30 seconds where they were in outside the court. As South goes down, the counterattack takes the lead.
That will get a timeout from Plymouth North.
Let's see if this wakes up both teams and both fan sections. Maybe South will start chanting out of the lead.
Loud as South spent all night right there.
I know. It's pretty pathetic. Not to be biased, but I just feel South, it's a rivalry game. I get it snowed in South Plymouth this morning, but you still got to make it.
Did it snow in South Plymouth this morning?
It's weird, Usually it snows in West Plymouth, but it was like an inch or two of snow in Manaman and South Plymouth. Shocking.
I got no snow in West Plymouth.
Yeah, because usually West Plymouth and North Plymouth get most of the snow. But it was something because, the weather system was moving in. It was more out towards the ocean, and how Manamet and South Plymouth kind of sticks out.
Yeah.
They got kind of hit with more snow.
All right.
I'm sure that snow was brought by Santa Wade Ruska trying to give the Plymouth South fans a harder time to get here.
Santa Wade Ruska is not alone in the fan section. It looks like we also got Donner, Blitzen, Dasher, and Dancer along with him in the fan section. This is a really spirited Oberry Street Elite, and I can't wait to see how they continue throughout the basketball and hockey season this winter.
I'm sure Plymouth North will need that energy as they've gone down by 1 point.
Nardone inbounds to Chase. Chase looking to try and get around Vinny Caffarelli, and he kicks to Nardone. Nardone guarded by Marzullo. He kicks to Bocci. Bocci guarded by Volkringer. He kicks to Nardone. Nardone to Tevenen. Tevenen to Kenny. Kenny to Bocci.
Oh, offensive foul there. Troy Chase with the shove.
We also heard rival chants. We heard a defense and a Let's Go Eagles, respectively, from South and North. And now South's fan section has finally woken up with a "You can't do that" chant after the North penalty.
Why did they do 3 of them? They did 3 of them instead of 2 of them. Wow. What an odd student section.
North counters with a "We can't hear you" chant.
Caffarelli kicks to Marzullo. Marzullo to Frechette. Frechette up for 2.
Wow.
Make this a 29-26 3-point game with a lead for South.
Tough shot through 2 of Plymouth North's best defenders, Danny Kenny and Nelson Tevenen. South extends its lead to 3 points.
Nardone dribbling angrily there. Foul on Volkringer. You get a "Why So Quiet" from South, which is kind of ironic.
True. North has only scored 2 points in the second half, and I would be quiet too if I was a North fan.
Wild pass.
Troy Chase for 3 from the corner. No good. Rebounded by Zaid Sibere. Sibere passes to Caffarelli. Caffarelli to Marzullo. Marzullo back to Caffarelli. Caffarelli to Volkringer. Volkringer to Marzullo. Marzullo thinks about the deep 2 and gives it to Caffarelli for a 3, and from the corner it's no good. Kenny with the rebound.
Another rebound, Danny Kenny.
Referee's timeout.
I think Sidbury might have stubbed a toe or jammed a finger. Looks a little hurt.
Looks like he got a finger to the eye. That's okay. It stings. We all know it stings, so we're just going to get back to it. Nardone passes into Bocci. Bocci gives it back to Nardone.
Oh.
Nardone to Chase. Chase for 3. No good. Rebounded by number 5 for South, Liam Wells.
Not sure if you saw that there, the unity of that South team going up for the shot. The entire team stood up.
And the entire team missed. Because the shot did not go in, and it's North's ball. Let's see if they can shrink this lead down to 1.
Troy Chase going to be inbounding it for North. Max Arnold checking in for South. Chase looking for Nardone, and he gets him. Nardone double covered, loses the
Fumbles
ball,
it.
kicks it to Bocce. Smooth recovery. Bocce kicks to Chase. Chase to Tevin, and Tevin into the paint. Goes up for 2.
And
Good!
one!
That's enough to make a grown man cry. Nardone to Chase to Thevenin, who gets the and one. That was beautiful. Like the Sistine Chapel.
James Twombly getting dragged away from the sideline.
James Twombly did win most school spirited from at the pep rally, which you can see why. He's proven it right here.
Tevin, good for a 3-point play. Ties this game
up.
Volkringer bringing it up court. Kicks to Liam Wells. Wells looking for help, and he finds Volkringer. Volkringer to Caffarelli. Caffarelli looking for the pass inside, doesn't have it, kicks to Volkringer on the outside. Finds Marzullo in the corner. Marzullo brings it up to Arnold at the top of the key. Arnold kicks all the way across to the corner to Volkringer. Volkringer up for 3, it's no good. It's going to be Eagles ball.
North has an opportunity here to take back the lead. After that shot from Volkringer, just missed. It's a good shot. Way to get open.
Connor Bell looking to check in for Plymouth North.
The line shooting 2 for Plymouth North, Evan Bocce.
Bocce shooting 2. The student section, he's staring at him, praying.
First shot, no good. The game remains tied at 29.
Connor Bell checks in. Tevinen checks out. Bocce looking for his second free throw attempt. And it's good. Giving Eagles a 1-point lead. Volkringer looking to get up court. Full court press by Matt Nardone. He steals the ball. Kicks to Troy Chase.
Oh!
Tries one up for 2. It's no good.
He had a wide open Evan Bocce there. Didn't see him in time.
Still good defense. Still, shakes up South. Hopefully can wake him up.
South takes the timeout to get Volkringer out of a jam there. He's getting double pressed by Evan Bocce and Troy Chase, and he just couldn't find someone to pass to.
You know, the tough defense from the North, even if it doesn't lead to points, it still leads to, it gets in South's head, it shakes them up, and it just makes them play more scared, I think. This is a razor-thin margin in terms of points. It's a close game, 1-point lead for North. South has only had a lead, I think, for a few minutes in the game. At the start of the second half, but we'll see what both teams can do here after the timeout.
Sometimes, Quinn, both teams will appear different coming out of the half, but I feel like both of them have been played the exact same all game. That's why it's been so close.
Good basketball. They've played the same great basketball. I think North had slightly better defense, but we'll see.
All right, we see a different-looking 5 coming onto the court for Plymouth North. We see Troy Chase, Logan Perry, Danny Kenny, Connor Bell, and Evan Bocce. There's not a single senior on the court right now. Caffarelli finds Siberry. Siberry finds, and he goes up for 3, and it's no good.
I mean, speaking of no seniors on the court, North has a very young team. They only have 3 seniors on the entire roster. And, I think that's a good thing and a bad thing. They're going to have these guys for the next few years, but also seniors have sometimes that wisdom that you need to win games.
Perry at the top of the key looking for a pass. He finds Bocce. Bocce looking for some help. Gets away. It's going to be a
good deflection there by Caffarelli. Still Plymouth North's ball will be inbounded by number 10, Troy Chase.
Max Arnold checks in for South. Chase looks to inbound, finds Danny Kenny. Kicks out to Chase for 3. No good. Rebounded by Evan Bocce. He just got fouled.
The foul, I believe, will go on number 2, Vinny Caffarelli.
His second, team's fifth. The line is number 2, Evan Bocci.
You know, in a game like that, you simply can't do that.
Plymouth North now in the bonus, I believe. Every foul will result in a shot.
You know, South is very far away from from Evan Bocci shooting these 3 free throws, but they still let him in here with a loud scream every time he releases the ball.
Siberry checks out and Liam Wells checks in.
Ooh, potential lane violation there for Connor Bell.
It's okay, the ball didn't go in anyway. Caffarelli just shoved his hand in Bocci's face.
No call there.
Goes up for 2, and it's good. I never got the point of deep 2s. You might as well just drive in.
You know, sometimes 3 is too far, and sometimes you're just in a good spot.
Bang! Danny Kenny lighting it up like Clark Griswold.
And then a steal by Logan Perry after the tip from Danny Kenny. Bocci at the top of the key, goes up for 3.
Bang!
That is huge from North.
That is
Threes to extend the lead.
that is massive for Plymouth North.
If you can imagine what South is thinking right now.
Oh!
God.
And another steal.
Bocci up for 3.
Has a shot. No, South gets the rebound.
Volkringer with the recovery, goes up for 2. It's no good. Tries going up again, and it goes down.
Gets his own rebound there. That's just clutch from Volkringer. And it stops a huge play from North, and then scores his own rebound.
That was a crazy 20 seconds right there.
Absolutely.
You know, if I'm North, I'd be saying, you guys give up, or you're thirsty for more.
I'm pretty thirsty. I
I'd
could use
get
some water.
I try to get Troy Chase as open as possible, but you know, like there you see, they have a lot of guys on this team that can shoot threes. Danny Kenny and Evan Bocci both just drained one to extend the North lead to 4.
As the AD gives another warning with Mr. Principal Peter Parslin to the student section.
Now listen, I said it before, I'll say it again. If you're not getting warnings, you're doing something wrong as a fan section. South has not got talked to once. North has passion, has rhetoric, has life in them. South just, I don't know, they seem like the new Elon Musk robots.
AD Mr. Domingos talks to the head of the student section, James Twombly, and he gives the rules out. They have to stay away from the blue line.
Away from the blue line, you know, we'll see how much.
I don't know how good they're listening to that as we immediately see Miguel jumping onto the blue line they were just told to stay away from.
Huge morale boost for Plymouth North as Michael Barbaro makes an appearance in the game.
Bocci to Perry, Perry to Chase, Chase back to Perry, Perry back to Bocci. Bocci looking for a pass inside, finds Chase for a deep 2. And it's no good. And it's going to be recovered by Volkringer, the defensive rebound. Brings it down court. He drives, and it's going to be no good. Oh, it's gonna be Panthers ball. Chase stepped out.
Yeah, come on. I think he was in, but, you know, who am I?
You know, Brady, I know you said earlier, what's the point of taking a deep 2? I mean, you look at some of the NBA greats, or some of the stars of the NBA, like DeMar DeRozan. He made a career off of his mid-range shooting.
You're great at it. You're great at it. I mean, if that's what works for you, that's what works for you. I just personally, it wouldn't work for me. As we see Max Arnold trying to drive, and he is successful. Goes up for 2.
Great play.
We see South slowly chopping away at this lead that Plymouth North had.
Risky pass there.
Back in to Bocci.
Less than a minute left in the third.
It's going to be Eagles ball.
No, if you're North, again, going into the break, we've said it before, you want the lead.
You know, this game, since the beginning, has been absolutely electric. I am so happy that we have another full quarter to play.
Tevenen to Bell. Bell in the corner to Chase. Back to Bell. Bell back to Chase. Chase to Bocce. Bocce to Chase. Chase to Shaw. Shaw to Tevenen. Tevenen wants to go up, and he doesn't have it. Shaw to the corner. Blocked.
Block.
Three-point attempt. Recovered by Tevenen. Tevenen to Chase. Chase to Bocce. Bocce to Shaw in the corner.
The shot clock runs out. No shot in time. It will be Plymouth South's basketball.
You know, that was still some good ball movement, still some good recoveries after missed shots from North. They kept the ball that entire time, and it's not like they weren't shooting. They had some block shots, they had some missed shots. I just think.
Shot clock now off. Plymouth South potentially could have the last shot of the quarter here.
Potentially could take the lead, taking their first lead into a break for the first time.
Perry checks back in as Bocce takes a break.
Logan Volkringer dribbling around, puts up a three, no good. Rebounded by
7 seconds.
North. 5 to go. Here's Tevenen. No good.
That was an off-balance shot from Tevenen. Still good to get that shot off after we thought South would have the last shot. North goes into the break with a 2-point lead. And if they can do that one more time, go into a break with the lead again, they will win this game.
Officer Ireland now makes his way over to the student section. He was just taking a stroll on by.
You know, I will say it's not an insanely large student section for North here, but they've got heart. You know, they've got power.
Wade
a little fan
Ruska.
section that could.
Wade Ruska
They've got Wade Ruska.
just asked to pull his beard up for the fan section picture.
You know, I think such a spirited fan section. You know, Santa, I know him. This is a quote from Elf. I'm not really sure what to say. We got 17 seconds left in the break. Both teams coming back on the court.
Starting the fourth quarter, we have Bocce, Chase, Tevenen, Nardone, and Kenny on the court for North. And for South, we have Caffarelli, Volkringer, Marzullo, Sibery, and Arnold. See what we can make do in this fourth quarter. Nardone looking to pass in, finds Bocce. Bocce finds Kenny. Kenny wanted the three, doesn't take it. Back to Bocce. Bocce at the top of the key, finds Nardone. Nardone finds Tevenen. Tevenen finds Bocce. Bocce finds Chase. Chase finds Bocce. Finds Tevenen inside. Wants to go up for two, and he does, and it's good.
What a play. Great ball movement there by North, able to find the open man in the paint. A 4-point lead for them.
Volkringer all the way across to Arnold. Arnold to Caffarelli. Caffarelli up for three. It's no good. In and out. And Danny Kenny with another rebound.
Another 10 trillion rebounds to Danny Kenny.
To Bocce. To Kenny. To Chase. Chase at the top of the key. Finds Bocce. Bocce finds Nardone. Up for three. Oh, it's no good.
In and out.
Volkringer trying to go up for two, and it's good.
Great
nice
play
drive
there.
by him there. I'm getting talked to by random people. Troy Chase for three. Oh,
No good.
is
It
that
will-
out of bounds if it hits up there?
Yep, will hit the top of the backboard, be considered out of bounds, and therefore it will be Plymouth South basketball inbounded by Sibery.
Has a chance to tie, take the lead here on this ball possession.
Volkringer to Arnold. Arnold
Good
double
full court
covered.
press
Back
here.
to Volkringer. Volkringer to Sibery. Sibery up for mid-range two. No good. Gets his own rebound. Kicks out to Arnold for three. No good. Recovered by nobody. It's going out of bounds off Tevenen. It's going to be Panthers ball.
Good fight for the rebound, but it will remain Plymouth South basketball.
Volkringer passes in. to Marzullo. Marzullo up for a mid-range two. Complete air ball. Rebounded by Kenny.
Kenny in the double digits for rebounds now.
To Nardone. Passes to Nardone. Nardone brings it up. Back to Kenny. Hands to Bocci. Bocci to Nardone. Nardone to Chase. Chase up for three. It's blocked.
This is some great defense from South here. North is not an easy team to defend, and they are putting them down.
Stolen.
Evan Bocci with the steal, assisted by Matt Nardone. Chase wants the three, doesn't take it. Kicks to Bocci to his left.
Fourth quarter so far has been all about the defense from both sides.
Nice
Wild
save
pass.
by Danny Kenny.
And we will have a timeout called by the Eagles.
Nice quick timeout here for the Eagles. Coach Ward probably just wanted to give his men a second after that recovery by Danny Kenny.
This Eagles team is looking as powerful as a train. Do you know what type of train this is? Yeah, it's a magic train. And that's what I'd be thinking about the Plymouth North team. You know, South's looking good too. They're only down by 2. Both of these teams are really good. We're expecting to see great seasons from both of them.
All right. We have just a little bit of time left here in the fourth quarter. Yeah, we have like half the fourth quarter left.
Yeah, 4 minutes.
I'm
4
sure.
minutes. After this, you guys better head to Armstrong Arena to watch the Plymouth North hockey team play at 2 o'clock. Let's go.
Hockey looking for a good season too. They're 2-1 so far. And you know, they have a great. They also have a young team. Both the basketball team and the hockey team, both young teams, not a lot of seniors. But the seniors that are definitely packing in some waste and packing in some talent.
If I am Coach Ward in that huddle right there, I would be telling them, just take it simple. Don't force anything. You have the lead. Try and keep things calm. You can get something in the paint, extend your lead. Bocci trips, inbounded to him. He'll kick it out to Troy Chase.
And you said North is beating some of the head lead. They have the lead, but it's only a 2-point lead.
Deep three is no good. Yeah, I believe that's the plays I'm talking about. That's not the one you want to make in a close game like this.
I don't know. I just feel like if North stays mild, stays simple, they're going to slip up eventually.
Oh! As Caffarelli will help South take the 1-point lead with 4:50 to go. I believe the foul there will go on Troy Chase.
4 minutes and 43 seconds left here in the fourth. And we're looking to see, this is a tight game, 39-40. South's got a 1-point lead as we see Volkringer bring it up court, covered by Nardone. What do we think these teams are thinking about right now? What are we trying to do? Are we trying to play defense or are we trying to put points on the board?
I mean, both are equally as important in this scenario as a wild shot goes down. What a play.
Nice shot.
These last 5 points from South has silenced the North fan section and started to mess with them. You can mess with a lot of things, but you can't mess with kids on Christmas.
Bocci at the top of the key, directing traffic, kicks to Chase. Chase takes his spot, kicks to Kenny in the left
15
side.
on the shot clock. Oh, trying to draw contact there is Max Arnold, I believe, but the basket goes down. It's a 1-point game.
As Matt Nardone with the "You're Small" celebration. Volkringer passes to Siberi, Siberi to Arnold. Arnold to Frechette. Frechette to Caffarelli. Caffarelli back to Frechette for a three, and it's a complete air ball. Rebounded by Bocci. Bocci to Chase, he brings it up court.
Now, if you're North, you have 25 seconds. Take time, get your players set, or else something like that will happen.
3 minutes, 20 seconds left in the game.
Marzullo checks in. Volkringer brings it up past half court, covered by Nardone. Pass to Arnold. Arnold to Marzullo. To Caffarelli. To Arnold in the corner, and it's no good. It's gonna be a
Plymouth
foul
North basketball.
on South. It's going to be Eagles basketball.
And North take back the lead here. Both fan sections getting loud.
Nardone kicks into Bocci. Bocci looking for a pass, takes it himself. Kicks to Chase across half court. Chase finds Kenny. Kenny to Chase, Chase to Bocci. Bocci to Tevenen. Tevenen to Chase. Goes up for a mid-range two, and it's good.
Whoa-ho!
And there's a stocking stuffer from Troy Chase. Takes the lead from North.
Volkringer still in this game, bringing it up past half court. Finds Liam Wells. Wells takes a pass to Caffarelli, gives it to Arnold. Arnold drives. He's looking for a foul. He doesn't get one. And it's good for two.
Wow. Through contact, the basket goes down.
You couldn't ask for a better
serious
game. Back and forth. The lead has switched, I think, 5 times in the fourth quarter.
Bocci at the top of the key, directing traffic. Finds Chase. Chase finds Tevenen. Tevenen looking for a pass. He finds one inside. And it's stolen by the South.
Plymouth North, I believe, is yet to score more than 45 points in a game.
And you hope this is it. They're at 43 right now.
Caffarelli drives.
Oh, man. Yeah.
The South lead to 3.
You got to call the timeout there if you're Plymouth North.
Less than 2 minutes on the clock. North needs something to happen here.
Plymouth North in their brains, they're thinking they need 3 points. Who do we think the ball is going to if they need 3 points?
I think the real question is does the North team still believe? Can they still hear the bells? Do they think they can win this game?
Now, Brady, if you were in this position, you had to drop a play. Do you drop the 3 or do you drop the quick 2 and go for a foul?
I'm putting that ball in Troy Chase's hands.
There still is a lot of time left, of over a full minute.
That's true.
And the thing about Troy Chase, South knows how dangerous Troy Chase is. They've been covering him all game. They've only given him a few opportunities to shoot a ball, and when he's gotten those opportunities, he's made them count.
I think that they're probably going to go for the 2-point opportunity. We'll see what Coach Ward draws up.
I mean, I think you got to go with 2 points. It's more reliable. Points are points, and like Chase said, there's a lot of time still left in this game.
But once you get those 2 points, you got to play some strong defense.
And we've seen that from North in the first 3 quarters. They just struggle a little bit in the fourth. We'll see what they can do here as they come back on the court.
Nardone inbounds to Chase.
You don't want to force any crazy passes here, which has happened to North a couple times this game, but you also want to get it past. There will be a foul there called on Troy Chase.
And that was a dangerous full court press from South that led to the North turnover and the points for South. There was just some great defense.
Still 1 minute and 34 seconds left in this game. Max Arnold shooting 2. He's been a sharp shooter here for South. He's made their multiple last baskets and driving in. See if he can put up 2 free throws.
First one drops as this will become a 2-score game. Second one, no good. Plymouth North basketball. They have 1 minute and 28 seconds to make something big happen. As there will be Nardone to make it a 1-score game.
And the Plymouth North fan section is louder than they've ever been. And now's the time. Defense chant from North. And that's what they need.
He's asking for a pick and he doesn't get it. It's not clean. Kenny's covering Liam Wells, who has the ball at the top of the key. And South calls a timeout with 57 seconds left with a 2-point lead.
This is getting tense.
This is getting tense.
This is getting tense.
They need to get a stop. It's South ball. They need to get a stop, get the ball back,
It's very insightful.
and try and put up. Do you think they're definitely going to go for 2 and try and play overtime? Probably. Or they? I don't think that.
Again, there's still like what, around a minute left on the clock.
Yeah, there's I think 57.7 seconds left on the clock. We'll see what they do. James Twombly shaking his onesie because he is sweating.
You know, he's put in more work than some of these players, and you got to respect that.
You know, if you're Plymouth South, you have the ball, shot clock's still on. I'd say just hold it for about 14 seconds, put something up.
All right, we see the same 5 coming out for Plymouth North, the starting 5. They're huddling up on the court. Captain Matt Nardone's giving them a pep talk.
This would be huge. They have yet to win a game this season. They're 0-2. This is their rival. It's a close game. It's Christmas. This is basketball.
Liam Wells kicks to Max Arnold. Max Arnold trying to get around Bocce. Kicks to the corner. He finds Marzullo. Marzullo finds
3 on the shot clock. Gotta hurry. Oh, rebound, Plymouth North.
Take it easy here. You do not want a turnover.
6 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Troy Chase up for 3.
No good. Oh,
good.
Rebound by Max Arnold. Oh, shot clock is off. Plymouth North having to foul.
No, this is where it would help to have the fan section behind the free throw line. But we'll see what they can do. South has been unreliable with the free throws so far. At this stage of the game, you got to make these free throws.
We see a clump of every player on the court right here where they're inbounding the ball.
If you are Plymouth North, you just have to foul. You want to get it as quick as possible. A hesitation for a second there by Brendan Shaw. He needs to foul as quick as he can, as you can see right there.
Yeah, especially at this point in the game, you just got to see a guy, get your hands on him as quickly as possible, and get that foul.
That means they are shooting now. They need 2. They need at least 1 miss here.
We will need this Plymouth North fan section to get as loud as possible. James Twombly getting in front of them. 1 miss here is huge. Oh, wow.
And there it is. That's the 1 miss. Now 2 misses, and that's even more massive.
But South did get that recovery on the second shot earlier. They need to make sure that the Eagles team gets in there.
If South recovers this ball, it's done game. Over.
Makes the second. I'm not sure if North has a timeout here.
A 3-pointer to send this game into overtime would be electric.
That would be maybe the most electric thing to happen at Plymouth North this year.
This Oberry Street Elite fan section needs to get loud.
You know, Thanksgiving weekend, there was a South sweep of sorts. Plymouth South taking all 3 football games, freshman, JV, varsity. This Plymouth North basketball team looking to avenge that.
This game, there is, I'm not sure how much time is left on the clock. I can't see it as of right now. They have the timeout clock up, but
I believe there's about 20 seconds left.
20-point-something seconds.
All right, 48-45 the score. South leads. The Eagles are in shots territory, so that every time there is a foul, South shoots.
Now, if you're North here, like we already went over it earlier, 2 in the quick foul, or put it in Troy Chase, or even a Danny Kenny who's been hitting today.
Bocce's been hitting 2. You know, we got to get in one of their hands and put it up and just wish for a miracle.
Well, luckily for North, this is the time for miracles.
Looking for a miracle on Oberry Street is Plymouth North.
They have 18 seconds
poked
left.
out by Max Arnold. Wild pass, and it will be Plymouth South basketball.
Now we really need a miracle on Oberry Street. We need Guardian Angel. Come down
14.5
and save the
seconds.
team.
Now, if you're Plymouth North, you need 2 missed free throws.
If you're in the Plymouth North fan section and you still have vocal cords after these free throws, you should leave the school. They need to be as loud as possible to try to get these guys to miss these.
Vinny Caffarelli for 2 shots here. One make will lock in the win for Plymouth South, taking the first game, the away game for South, putting it in the win column, putting the Panthers at 4-0.
Makes the first. This will be a 2-score game as things are starting to look bleak for the Plymouth North Eagles. Here's Nardone with the 3. Won't go. Rebound South, and that should do it.
Well, they missed both the free
Interesting,
throws.
but
They look like idiots right there.
it will be a 5-point win for the Plymouth South Panthers, a comeback of sorts, as they will take the game 50-45.
It's like the Oberry Street Elite is figuring out ride situations to Armstrong Arena for the Plymouth hockey game.
As should everyone who is listening to this, head to Armstrong Arena for the
Yes.
Plymouth North boys hockey.
The boys hockey team is taking on Somerset Berkeley. Puck drops at 2 o'clock. Thank you all for coming in watching the Plymouth North versus Plymouth South game 1 of 2 at Plymouth North High School. And we will see you all next time. Go Eagles.
Go Eagles.